Good Thursday morning and welcome to Winging It Buffalo Style. I'm Ed Ranch here with our celebrity co-host, Senator Mark Grisanti, and his wife Maria. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, thanks for joining us this morning. A little early, huh?
No, it's you know, we're usually up feeding the dogs, making sure they're out, taken care of.
The dog's very important to you guys, of course.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we'll come back and talk with you guys in just a little while. We've got a great show coming up today, including Chef Jen from the Cupcake Orchard. She'll be in the kitchen, so we'll be making something sweet with her, like some pumpkin cupcakes, right? Can't wait to be in the kitchen. Also, it's Bill's game tonight, and we're going to talk to two guys from Western New York who just made a documentary about the team called Almost a Dynasty. And later in our Hot Sauce segment, we'll be talking to you guys about something very important to your heart, Senator, MS.
Correct.
Second highest rate of MS here in Buffalo.
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
We'll talk about that in just a little while. So let's hear, what's life like after the election?
Well, really just getting things together as far as did a lot of work outside.
Sure.
Because it was kind of neglected for a couple of months, although Maria actually, you know, really kept the house going and everything else, both inside and out. So
okay.
I cook dinner.
Really? What's your favorite thing to cook?
Sauce, of course.
Really, of course.
You know, spaghetti
Typical
sauce,
Italian family,
meatballs,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did make a turkey breast.
Oh, that's nice.
'Tis the season.
Well, right, exactly. Okay, so Maria, let's hear a little bit about you. You're a big gym buff, aren't you?
I am. I started working out when I was probably 5 years old, not knowing.
Really?
Yeah, I ran a race when I was little. And I actually didn't win because I was the only one that stood behind the line. But yeah, and I got physical fitness awards in grade school, so
and
I always loved it.
What's your trick to staying healthy these days with, you know, so many people just loving to eat?
You know, everything's in moderation.
Sure.
You know, don't be an extremist on anything that you do, and just, if you want a cupcake, have a cupcake.
Like
you know,
that.
just have one, though. Don't eat the whole pan of them.
And I also know that you're a recent graduate, right? Tell us about that.
Well, later years, I decided to take time for myself. You know, we raised the kids. We were, you know, pretty young parents. Basically, you know...
A working family.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. So I just, you know, I talked to a couple of friends and family members, and I'm like thinking, maybe I should go back to school. And everybody was gung-ho about it, so I did. And
What'd you go back for?
Paralegal.
Okay.
To help Mark.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, to help him.
And Mark, in your practice, I mean, obviously there are certain things that you're very passionate about, like the pet registry abuse. Tell us why that's so important for you.
Well, you know,
pet abuse registry. Rather.
Pet abuse registry, what it basically does is does not allow anybody convicted of a pet offense, 18 years or older, to own a dog. Basically, by court order, you would have to go ahead and get permission from the court. And the shops, pet shops, and other avenues would have to actually check that registry. And you would see that, you know, recently what just happened to Phoenix. I mean,
right.
And you would not believe the correlation between people that abuse pets and what happens later on in life down the road.
What is the correlation?
You know what? It's very strange, but you know, there's domestic violence involved. As a matter of fact, there's studies done that people that are on death row, actually 70% of them abused pets, actually not abused, but tortured them.
Wow. And I mean, really, those two teenagers are locked up. Police said that they are accused of hanging and then setting Phoenix on fire. It's just an awful and brutal crime. Obviously, innocent until proven guilty, but
exactly,
still.
Exactly.
You guys have two dogs, Cody and Fredo, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about them.
Well, Cody's a skipper key.
Okay.
He's a nut.
And actually, he has an autoimmune disease.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's... we almost lost him. He was not even a year old, and he...
Yeah.
This is your family, though. Obviously, your children here, not your dogs.
The dog's right there, that's correct.
It's the family.
Okay, tell us who's here.
Okay, well, we'll start from the right is Teresa. She's 24. Then there's myself, Mark. My daughter, Ashley, who she's just turned 28, and she sings with the Shintas.
Okay.
And my son, John. He is 25. He just turned 25.
So what are they up to? I mean, what's it like at home with all of them?
Well, they
They move around very fast.
Okay.
I mean, Ashley comes home late and she's gone like at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
You know, Teresa, you know, she's gone, and then I mean, they're just all, you know, they come home.
Everybody has their own lives at that age.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean,
But it's cool. It's cool. They want to hang out with us now.
Well,
though.
that's great. I mean,
Yeah.
who wouldn't want to hang out with their parents at that kind of an age, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. But when they're in their teenage years, they don't want to know us.
They don't
They're
wanna
done
have
grubbing off
anything to
you,
do
but now it's time to hang out with mom and dad. All right, well, we'll have much more with you guys coming up in just a little while. Matt, though, has more from what's coming up today with the Bills game. Matt?